Crack you guys in 1 minute. Today, Citlali. Is she good 2 years later? She's still broken, and I will show you how to get there. About the weapons, her weapon is a better one, obviously, but TTDS is not far off behind. Her weapon is about a 5% better than TTDS, but it's also much more comfortable. If not, Nicole's weapon is also really strong on her. And lastly, you can use Favonius in teams where the main DPS does not scale off attack percentage. So should you go for the weapon? Probably not, because a 3-star weapon is really good on her, but it's also not a terrible weapon to get. Artifacts, and 99% of the times you're gonna want to use Cinder City with EM or Energy Recharge, EM and EM or crit rate. Depends on whether you want more damage or a bigger shield. You can also use Instructor, but it's almost impossible to get enough ER with that set. Lastly, you can play Millilith if you want a bigger shield and give a bit of attack to the main DPS. Talents! And ignore the basic attack, but if you want a strong shield, level up the elemental skill, and if you want a bit more damage, level up the ultimate. Citlali does not really need her talents to give most of her value. Teams, she is the best support by far in any male teams, and this includes the Mabuika teams, the Alekino teams, the Gaming teams, and any Xianyun team. She's also pretty good in Skirk, so overall she's a super generic support that you can basically fit anywhere. About the rotation, and I'm gonna put you here several of them, but Mabuika, which is for most relevant team, you do E of Mabuika, and then you go into Shilonen, then you use E and ultimate of Bennett, and then you go into Citlali, and super important, you use elemental skill, ultimate, a basic attack to apply cryo to the enemy, and then you change to Mabuika and use the ultimate. Dupes, and the first dupe is really underwhelming. However, the second dupe is one of the most broken dupes of any support in the game, and here's how much her teams improve. Mabuika dupes or in Citlali dupes. Mabuika dupes are better for Mabuika teams. However, Citlali can be played in many more teams than Mabuika, so if you're planning to improve all of your male teams, then go for Citlali's. Is she still worth it 2 years later? She's one of the most versatile supports in the game, and essentially if you want to play male teams. And if you want her C2, you're gonna be more than happy to see the result. And most importantly, she has the best skin in the entire game.